What's going on, guys? We're here for another episode of the Adventure Pack podcast. And we got a couple guests here today. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
All right, what's up? It's me, Cloudbreaker, back for another one. You know how to come back for my boys again.
Yo, it's MD, and I'm back for the clout.
Hey, what's up, guys? Skylanders Gamer TV. I'm glad to be here.
All right, so today we're going to talk about what we consider to be the three biggest pillars of a Skylanders game. So we're going to start by talking about gimmicks in a game. So,
Mm.
what do we think is the best gimmick to start off?
I mean, Imaginators, creating your own
Right.
Skylanders.
I think
Dude,
it's
creating your
Imaginators.
own Skylander is like so. I think it's honestly becoming. Imagine's gimmick is becoming underrated. Like that is like so cool, and like no one ever brings that up when talking about Imaginators. I don't know. Like
It's only hated because people just don't like the game, and they're too
that's
poor to
so
get the
true.
crystals.
This guy gets it. Like
Dude, it's like, bro, I don't know. It's just, there's nothing with the figures. I think that might be an issue. Like, I really like Swap Force because it's like the figures are cool. And it's
I
like carries over from the figures.
yeah,
to
the
the
creation crystals aren't like they don't. There isn't like. I mean, you could. I'm kind of freaking stumbling on my
Yeah.
words. You could get like your own imaginator, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that's not, but the creation crystals, yeah, like obviously they don't look like your character, but I don't know, man. Just being able to use your own like your own character, it's really freaking cool. I just
Yeah, with that, there
like
was back in the day, they made the 3D printed figures, didn't they? Did those work in game? Does anyone
Yeah,
know?
dude,
yeah.
they did work in game. How
Yeah.
much were those? How much did they cost? I always
Dude,
I
wonder
think
that.
nowadays they're like
50.
multiple hundreds.
Wait,
I
what
But
don't
you
was
know how
can't
much they
even
were
get
back in
the
the
you
day.
can't
you
get
can't even
custom
yeah,
made
you can't
ones.
even get your custom
Well,
ones
If it
anymore.
was multiple,
people sell
but
their
you
own
can still.
ones.
Oh, okay, dude,
Well,
that's stupid. Like, why would you
yeah,
get
it's
someone
stupid.
else's?
Yeah.
If I could
No,
get my pumpkin patch, dude, I would pay like 300
dude,
bucks to get him
that
as
is like
one.
legit. I
Yeah,
think
just to get your
one
own.
of my biggest regrets in
Not
life
getting that, bro,
is that
like holy.
I never got an Imaginator
I need to hit up
character.
Lou. Like, what? I can't be
Dude,
letting that
I
that is
think
slide.
like
you won it through
seriously.
a contest, right?
No, you could do it.
Wait, what?
Anyone
No,
could
you can
do
just
it.
buy it for 50, I
Anyone
think.
could do it. I think for 50. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just do it.
But
And
it's
it wasn't
pointless
like
to
they look different. It wasn't like what a normal Skylander is made out of, and it also had like
Yeah, it's like in a
the
little
thing
pot,
over it.
right?
But yeah,
it's
I
like in a
mean
jar or something, bro. It's kind of
that is
weird.
legit
Yeah.
one of my biggest regrets in life. Like I'm being so serious that I never got.
Yeah.
Like if they ever bring back Skylanders, which they won't, but if they ever do, please bring back the ability to get your own imaginary figures because that was so cool. And I'm so pissed off I never did that.
Even if
There's
it
no
was
way they would
50,
do
like
that.
I would only get one. It's like my birthday.
I mean, I'd only do it for one, but I would for 50 have your
Dude, for
own
50,
Skylander, and like
yeah, that's
that's so
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, dude, there's only dude, not many people have them, bro. It's so cool. And it's so point. It's like you can't like buy other people's now. It's like,
yeah, like you can't buy someone. Like, what's the point of that?
yeah,
You have no
exactly. Like you have no
attachment.
attachment. Yeah, you don't know what the heck you're getting. Like, what is
Yeah,
that, bro? It's gonna be some whack ass. Like, ugh.
yeah.
So I'm not
Like
trying to do that.
I just want my Imaginator back. I just lost my dog. Yeah, so
What the
I
heck?
just I
Yeah,
would really like that. If we're
Yeah.
also talking about gimmicks, the worst gimmick
superchargers.
is
Yeah.
stupid charges, bro. Come on
It's
now.
not really
Time it
close, to be
optimizes
honest.
it.
Yeah. What did you say? Optimize what?
Like the only time it forces you to use it and like
Yo,
actually needed
facts.
for gameplay.
Macaroni and cheese,
And
bro.
it's the bad one. Like, how are they
Yeah,
gonna
it's the
do that?
bad one, bro. Yes, superchargers. Yeah, only game where you're forced to use it, and it's also the only game, in my opinion, where the gimmick actively makes the game a worse game. I don't think any other game like swapping doesn't make the game worse. Having a giant doesn't make the game worse. Being able to try villains doesn't make the game worse.
Yeah.
Being able to create your Skylander doesn't make the game worse. But vehicles actively make the game worse, and that's probably why I don't like superchargers because
Facts, because the
Yeah.
gimmick is so
yeah, the thing that's
important
supposed to be
and it's
cool,
yeah,
it doesn't.
it's
Yeah,
like it's
so,
what makes the game special. It makes it special in like the worst way possible. Makes it like horrible, dude. That's
yeah,
insane. Dude. It's like it's really cooked.
I
And
mean,
the
with the
characters in that
Giants,
game are like really cool as well. Like you got
Mhm.
Hyvel, who has like a
Yep.
really cool move set, and then like it just
Really
gets
Yeah.
ruined because it's only half the gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Dude, the whole like half the figures being vehicles, like oh dude,
Yeah,
the
like
game
there
would
could
have
have been
been
so many more
yeah,
Skylanders. Like
yeah.
I honestly would not be that mad if like the Skylander just came with a vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like the vehicle was just built into the Skylander. That'd be
Like
we
the
could have more
cup.
Skylanders. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just like when there's a vehicle section, which there shouldn't be to start with, just I'll have like this counter like summon their vehicle or something and not have it like actual figures. Like the cars are cool or whatever, but like we don't want them over actual Skylanders, like if we're
Yeah,
being honest.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah, that's stupid. But
Okay.
yeah, so Supercharged is definitely like the worst as far
Yeah.
as gimmick.
I would
Yeah,
say
for
that
Uh
gimmick.
Giants is the next worst in the series.
yeah, probably. It's
Yeah,
pretty
because
bland.
it doesn't innovate really on anything.
No.
I would almost say that the Giants also Light Core's kind of the gimmick in that game too, you know?
I guess that's true.
Because but and that's pretty cool, but yeah, it doesn't really having Giants doesn't really change the formula of anything. It doesn't make you just if they're I mean it's actually a pretty good idea for a kids game because like oh the kid wants the big toy they're gonna buy Giants,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
marketing.
yeah there
But
isn't really anything to do with Giants.
On top of the fact that Giants kind of make the gameplay feel a little bit slower because of how slow
They are
they
so
are.
clunky.
yeah.
It,
There's some big boys and girl big boys and girl. So yeah,
Girl is great. But
yeah.
it's also at the same time like sometimes just playing as a giant is so much more convenient. You can just like break every wall. You can like do all the feats and strike, get
yeah, you
everything
could
without
just
really like
destroy
switch.
stuff, stomp on chompies. That's always
Dude,
pretty cool.
facts. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Stomp
It's
on
cool playing
chompy.
as a giant, but like
Mhm.
yeah, it's
I-
kind of a quick gimmick.
And I
The
guess the
top
Giants
three,
gimmick was used the most throughout the series because they had the giant
Yeah,
chests in Swap
and Swap
Force,
Force, and
and
then you could
then
pick up a rock
rocks.
in some
Yeah.
levels and trap team, which
a
is
rock. I think
really
there's like one rock.
weird.
Yeah, there's like a single
It's like
rock in the
there's
game.
like a rock in
No,
I think it's in Mirror Mystery and there's one in I know there's these are ones I know there's probably more. There's one in Mirror Mystery and there's one in what's it called? The like it's not the it's the level before this
it's the
Rainforest
one with Brawl and
Riviera.
Chain, right?
Dude, I
Yeah.
think in Trap Team also it's really there's like not that many, but there's a few bombable walls in Trap Team that I think Giants can actually break.
Yeah,
I
there
Really?
are.
think that's still a thing. It doesn't show
Oh,
the Giants like symbol anymore, but they can still do it, which is kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
in
game
the
so
later
cool.
levels of the Chaos Doom Challenge, you also can like how you build the
Yes.
towers. You can throw rocks
Yeah,
with
there's some
giants too there.
yeah.
Really? I
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't know
sometimes
that.
there's rocks like the Giants, you have to use a giant to like
I
access
didn't know that
certain
factually.
yeah,
Cool.
but there's not
that's
really
kind
a
of cool.
point using the towers anyways, because the towers just kind of suck and die if you're playing on a harder difficulty.
So
That's
can
kind of true.
die.
That drove me nuts when I was trying to do those, because I would like build a tower and then it would just die the same round, and then I eventually decided this sucks. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, the Chaos Doom Challenge thing or whatever. That's honestly,
Yeah,
I do not like those at all. I'm not a big fan.
I didn't
I'm
mind
not a
them.
huge fan of those. Yeah,
It's
I'm not a
fun.
I
huge
think they were
fan.
better than the like arena battles that were in Trap Team, but
Uh,
that's personal
Debatable.
preference.
I have
Yeah,
some fun with the
I
arena
like the
battle.
Chaos Team challenge.
yeah,
I'm not a fan. And they just the later ones take
that's
forever to
true.
like
Yeah,
finish.
they should let you pause. Like you don't need to be doing like
Dude,
30
they
waves or
take
whatever. Like, holy
so
cow.
long. They're so long. Like I just I don't know. I'm
I
not a
remember I
fan
had
of
to
that.
lock in with wall up for like 2 hours straight or something, just like get
Yeah,
through it. It
dude.
was
And
really
like the
annoying.
only reason why I finished it was just to get that 100%. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
that's the
don't know
only
why you do
reason
it.
why I finished it. So, but, I mean, it is what it is. It's not my favorite thing though.
yeah. The one thing that drove me nuts with it too was the last like 20 levels of it are easier
Hmm.
than like levels 50 through 80 for
Why?
some reason.
What?
I don't know.
They
They
are.
just like they feel so much easier, and it kind of drove me nuts because I wanted like a harder challenge for the end of it for some reason. I just felt
Hmm.
kind of scammed out of it.
I guess that's kind of stupid. Like what? Like that's just weird. It's like Golden Queen being
I
like
don't
way harder
remember
than
that,
Chaos or
but
something.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even know, bro. But okay, that's kind of got nothing to do with the gimmick. I think the gimmick, like the top three, are obviously Swap Force, Trap Team, Imaginators. Like I don't think anyone's really arguing that. Those are like
Well, there's only
definitely better.
technically like 5 gimmicks
Yeah,
because
I would say
Skies
yeah,
five.
Adventure.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess Giants and Superchargers, and but it's like a gap, like like the freaking, it's like the gap between I don't know, it's a huge gap between
yeah, Giants
Superchargers.
and
I'm low key just hating to hate, but yeah, it's like a huge gap between Giants and Superchargers.
dude,
Superchargers being
that's
the
crazy.
worst.
But like I think for me, Trap Team, Supercharger. I mean, no, not Superchargers. No.
Oh, I was about to say.
Trap Team, Swap Force, and Imaginators are all like pretty close. But I think Swap Force is probably just winning because the figure part of it is really cool.
yeah. I'd say Imaginators is
Being able
like my
to
bottom of those three personally. I just don't like it as much as the other ones.
you can create
I
your own
think
Skylander. Like,
Imaginators
you can
better
create your
too,
own
honestly.
Skylander. Like,
but like
You can create
it's
your own
not. It's
Skylander.
cool, but like I think they made them too powerful. That kind of takes away the magic of it, right?
Oh, my Skylander that I made myself is the most overpowered Skylander of the game. Oh, I'm so mad. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm trying to use like made
like,
figures that are like already busted, so it's not like, oh, I made this dude, now I can one shot chaos and nightmare. That sounds
Oh
lame.
yeah, that's
not
so facts.
true, but I mean, I get
I
it, but
like it's the gimmick is actually the more I think about it, I do really like creating my Skylanders, like my own sky. Like
yes,
sometimes
creating
it's
your Skylander is so
really
freaking cool.
fun.
Bro.
So I
Your
don't know.
Like
profile picture
that's
is
like your
literally an
baby. You know what I'm
imaginator.
saying?
Yeah,
That's like
exactly. It's like my
it's your
child, bro.
your freaking baby, bro. Like,
It's like the
create your own
baby.
Skylander.
But it's like I think for me, Trap Team, Swap Force, and Imaginators are all like
Of
they're
course,
really close. It's kind of hard for me to choose. But like Supercharged
and
is like
also
out of the question.
reset your Imaginator so you can always win.
Oh yeah, but
if you
like
have if you have giants on the Wii.
yeah, exactly, bro. It's like you have to have some weird stuff to reset it. It's either like a 3DS game or Giants on the Wii or like some weird sketch program on like your PC. That's how I do
Look,
it.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
how I
get
do
it,
it.
but I don't get why you can't do it. But you know what? It's still creating your own Skylander is awesome. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's facts. You can still
And
change
also
most stuff,
dance.
just like Battlefield. Yeah,
Yes.
like an
Yeah,
emote. It's
it's
like
just
Fortnite.
Battle. The only one where I guess it like kind of is a major difference is Ninja because no torso, which I don't like that. By the way, I'm not a fan of that. But
I love
yeah,
Swashbuckler
the
that's
also
ninja
doesn't have
class.
yeah,
legs.
Swashbuckler no legs, which is weird because both the no bad juju,
Bad Juju,
but
technically,
chain
yeah, but
reaction and what's it
Aurora.
Aura both don't
Who's Aurora?
both have legs. So what?
Yeah,
Did Broder say who's Aurora? They
that's what
both
I
have
heard, bro.
legs.
Who is Aurora is
Yeah,
crazy.
they
Yeah,
both have
exactly.
legs, so
Like,
it's like what gives?
but
Why
it's
can't
like look at the
mine do have legs?
ninja senseis. Like all of them have bodies. All of them are just totally normal
All of them have
scatters.
bodies.
Why did the Imaginators not have bodies? Like what's it's weird, but
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
that's
weird.
I think
definitely weird.
cool.
and then Chopscotch, like a random smasher, just doesn't have a body. Like
Doesn't
I
have
don't know, bro.
yeah,
It's so
like
inconsistent. Boom
the
Boom
one
has
that
a
doesn't have
whip,
a
and then
body is a
it's like
smasher. Like what?
yeah, exactly. And then it gets so cooked. Boom Boom's like whip, and Neocortex is like
Yeah,
gun, and he's
a
a
gun.
sorcerer. Like what? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then Champion
Why
Mage.
is
Yeah, I
he a
don't know.
sorcerer? I
No,
never
Shaman
Yo,
Mage
understood
does
why he's a
carry a
sorcerer.
okay, you know
but
why, dude? You know why Neocortex makes me so mad? In the game, there's 4 sorcerers and there's 2 quick shots because Neocortex is a sorcerer. He should have been a quick shot, and then if he was a quick shot, it would have been 3 and 3 and it would have made more sense. They went out of their way to make it uneven while also giving him a battle class that didn't make sense. While they could have given him the battle class that actually made sense and made the battle classes have an even amount of Skylanders, but they
Isn't
didn't,
there
bro.
an
I don't know
armor
how you're gonna
only
mess
too?
up,
yeah,
dude.
no,
There's
that's weird.
there's 2
Oh,
quick shots and 4 sorcerers, bro. Like what?
also Airstrike doesn't have a body too.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that
that's
is
right.
facts. Maybe the bird is like I don't know, but
Airstrike
that
doesn't
has
have
to
a
like
body.
make a
The
bird's
bird's
body.
his
Yeah,
body.
yeah, facts. I don't know, bro,
It
but
reminds
it's
me of
Macaroni and cheese.
That's my favorite phrase.
No,
but
I never thought about that with a neocortex. There's only 2 quick shots, and there's a bunch of sorcerers, and it's
yeah,
like he could have
exactly. It
Yeah.
stayed
makes
in the
no
class and
sense.
made sense.
Yeah, like
Is it because that like they didn't want to have the same battle? Well, no, because the
because
water both
Kingpin
have
and
2
Kingpin
brawlers.
and Graveclaw have 2 water brawlers,
That's
so it's
so
like it
weird.
doesn't. Yeah, it's so
Someone
confusing. I
was
get
like,
Tech and is
uh,
like yeah, sure, more.
"We gotta
I think
troll."
Tech
Blah,
is
blah,
probably
blah.
the element that's the
And
most
Tech would
scanners
have been
than
more
guns,
quick
but
shot. Tech is like the most
yeah,
like
it's
makes the
like
most sense to
trigger
be a quick
happy
shot.
and bouncer and
Like
like
it's Tech
whoever else.
Swashbuckler, in my opinion, is kind of.
they weren't
But yeah,
cooking with
Tech is the
Cortex.
most. Is it
Facts.
because he doesn't have 2 guns?
Dude, I don't know, bro, because like Boom Boom has a
Because
whip out
every
here. Airstrike
Yeah.
uses a freaking bird as his
oh,
weapon. So
okay,
like I think the whole thing
well,
is
like to
going.
be fair, Brawler is kind of like you just got to use your fists. But
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
uses his fist.
Typhoon and Doctor Crankcase both have 2 guns. And maybe they're like, well, he actually can't be a quick
There's
shot
no
because
way
he
it's
can't
that
shoot
specific.
quickly.
Like
But
He
both
can't be a
Stark
quick
have
has
shot
like
either.
because
4
he can't
shurikens,
shoot
right?
quickly because he has Uno gun. I don't know.
He
Like
just kind of
Quick
sucks in
shot.
general, though, so I don't think he really matters.
he does kind of suck. It doesn't really matter if you have a gun or two.
Yeah, that's
You're right. You're right. He is
so
terrible.
I feel
And
like
Crash
those 2
Bandicoot's also
figures were just
terrible.
kind of forced into the game after the game had been produced.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot and Neocortex are terrible. They're
Yeah, they're
really
so
bad.
But they're
bad.
so fun to play if you know how to
No,
play.
they're not. They're really. I don't know what you guys are playing.
I
They're
mean
Yeah,
really
Chris
Andy,
plays
bad.
don't you
it.
glaze Crash?
I love Crash.
That's
Oh,
crazy. Cause if Crash had like a normal life like 600
If
health,
you had like
you're
a
fine.
1,000
Dude's
health or
got like
something, then like go
dude's
crazy.
got like 200 health on each life. Like that, you can't live on that. Like that's, and Neo
Nah,
Cortex doesn't have that much health either, I don't think, and he
No,
only
he has
has
like
one life.
400.
Yeah,
He
he's
sucks so
cooked.
bad. Like his whole
So we're
landmine
close to that.
ability
Crash is the worst.
confuses me so much too. Because I
I think
I haven't seen a ton of
it's
Crash, but
almost.
based on what I've seen, that's not like a big part of him at all.
I don't know. It's almost like they just made them to have like, oh, here you can have the figures. Ooh,
That's exactly why they did them,
Yeah,
bro. It's like a
exactly.
You
big
know what I'm
ad,
More
saying? Like,
like a
cool.
big ad for like Crash 4
yeah,
or like Crash
It
Insane
was.
Trilogy or
Crash
whatever.
I think it was
Insane.
Insane Trilogy.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that game
It's
gives me
like the
nightmares.
opposite of what they did with Spyro.
Yeah, they like
Like
killed his
Spyro
franchise.
died and they made him a Skylander, and then Crash is coming back to life, and then they made him a Skylander.
Dude, wait, that is crazy. That's kind of like, wait, they should do that again, low key. Once Spyro 4 comes out, they just make like Skylanders again,
They
like
should just
kill
make
it
like
again.
7
Yeah.
Skylanders games after Spyro. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, facts. You know what
They
I was
should
thinking about the other day is like if a Skylanders game came out every 2 years instead of every year. So SSA in 2011, the Giants in 13, and then what? Swap Force in 15, Trap Team in 17, Superchargers in 19, Imagineers in 21. Like we'd still be done with it for like 3 years now. Like is that crazy?
I think that would have
That
killed the
We're
game.
closer.
I think it would have
We're
died before
closer
that.
to
Actually.
Imaginators being 10 years old than we are to SSA being 10 years
that's
old.
crazy, bro. I think if they released like double. Okay, so what if another 6
No,
games
but the
came out after
Toys to Life
Imagineers?
thing kind of like ended even before 2019. Like, would they've even made it to 2019? You know what I'm saying?
No, no
Yeah.
They
way.
did once every 2 years. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, there's
And
only
it's also
one
like
Toys to Life that's still alive, which is the Amiibo.
it's not Amiibo. It's like
Amiibo
barely even
barely
alive.
counts.
they,
It's
they
not a
they don't even have
game.
their own
They're just
game. You know
Nintendo
what I'm
figures,
saying?
bro. Like
And
I
you
have
can't
some
even
Amiibos.
you can barely use the. I don't have any Amiibos because screw Amiibos. But
I
you
have a
know,
Charizard. It's kind of cool, but like
that's good. You're cooked, bro. You're actively helping the enemy, but you know,
dude, Nintendo's the enemy. What? They were with Skylanders. Like,
Amiibos are the enemy.
oh,
Ooh,
yeah, my
I just
fault,
hit my knee on something on the wall. That hurt.
bro. Your
Um,
your knee, bro. That's
I just hit
crazy.
my knee on the wall. Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
hurt. Sorry. Distraction.
But it's like I don't know. With wait, what are we even talking about, bro?
We're
Something about
talking
the
about
gimmicks.
gimmicks still, but
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were.
I think
we were
Yeah.
talking
we
about gimmicks
decided
somehow got
kind of
here.
the 3 good games were Swap Force, Imaginators, and Trap Team. The 2
Yeah.
bad games were Giants and Superchargers.
Superchargers.
But like a
Surprise, surprise.
big gap between Giants and
Oh,
Big
yeah.
gap.
Superchargers. Like
Huge gap.
massive.
Like infinitesimally big gap. Like
Yeah.
let it be known that Superchargers has the work. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is this podcast just hating Superchargers.
Yeah,
Yo, it's
no.
just a
Hating on
W podcast,
Sure,
bro.
why not?
Superchargers is more like stupid Chargers. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yo.
Oh.
All right, but I think it's time to move on to the next topic. Let's talk about rosters next. So, which game do we
I'm an
think
extra
has
at
the
this
best
point.
roster just in general?
I mean, come on.
Imaginators.
It's once again Imaginators. This guy.
I
gets
think
it.
that's crazy.
I think it's
It's
a
definitely
lot
up there,
closer
but I think Trap Team is
than
just so much better.
I
Oh,
think
no,
Trap.
hell no.
Trap
Dude, I think there's an argument for
Trap Team.
SSA, SWAT Force, and Trap Team. Like,
I
okay,
love
no,
Trap Team's
absolutely
roster.
not. Absolutely
dude, I did a
not.
poll on my channel, and like 70% of people picked like SSA over.
Alright, no.
Okay.
Like,
SSA
Bro,
wait,
that's a
is
logical fallacy though. Like you're using other
wait,
people's
what
like
Skylanders game is the better roster? Spars Adventure, Imaginators. Spars Adventure got 67. Imaginators got so basically
People just
Spars
hate
Adventure.
Oh,
got
come
200.
on now. That nah. So you're telling me that the Spyro's Adventure roster is anywhere near the Imaginators
Yeah,
roster? Come
Say
on
the
now.
Imagine. I think the average
I love
sensei feels a
SSAs.
lot more fun.
Dude, the
but-
average if we're talking about just pure like best Skylanders, almost every single sensei is better than any Skylander that was made before it. Like it's just that's just how it is. Like it's just I
have
don't
so much
like
more
it,
fun playing the
but it
senses.
dude, there's so much fun to play with. Pause. But there's so much fun to play with. Like, dude, like okay, Blastertron, I mean, Pinata, Flare Wolf, Taekwon Crow, Tri-Tip, Golden Queen, Chain Reaction, like Robo, Crankcase, Starcast, Tootsicle, Kingpin,
Are you just
Graveclobber,
naming the roster?
Wolfgang. Like I'm just naming I'm just like
Wildstorm.
they're all good. They're all like they're all just so good.
Yeah.
Like there's
Like
like
they're all fun
all-
Skylanders.
the
but-
only like misses are the Crash ones, right?
Mhm.
And then like I don't
Mr.
even think
Cat.
Buckshot is like a terrible Skylander, but he just looks bad because he's like all these other senseis are just so good. Same thing
Mr.
with
Cat.
Aurora and Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat's
My three least favorite is kind of like a hot take. I don't really like Hoodsicle, Kingpin, or
Ooh,
Ambush
that's a
that
bad
much.
take. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
lie.
like those three,
That's a
but
really
other
bad
than that,
take.
I
Wait,
dude,
you don't like
what?
Ambush?
I
Wait,
don't like
what?
Ambush. Dude, sometimes Ambush feels so like
Ooh,
fluent with his movement that I feel like I'm just chopping
nah,
through
like
air, not even hitting
your opinion
anything.
Yeah.
is kind of wrong. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Bro, if we're Ambush, dude, that's
I
crazy. But
I
I
like
pick
Wait, so
Ambush.
you said Hoodsicle, Ambush, and what's the other one?
Kingpin. I don't
But
mind
Kingpin
the
is
like,
just
Kingpin
I
kind
that
of
just
much.
don't
mid.
get like
Kingpin's
how
decent.
like
He's not bad, but he's
your
not good.
opinion can just be so bad.
Bro, what's the
My
okay?
bad.
I
Kingpin, I
respect
actually like
Hoodsicle.
him more recently.
I
Okay.
haven't
Hoodsicle
touched
is
Kingpin since I got
He's
Kingpin.
just kind
I
of
really
there.
like Hoodsicle. Is it because Hoodsickle's like his attacks are slow? Like I don't get it.
yeah, he feels slow, and I might have on like the wrong path too, so that I might be cooked.
Oh, here we
Oh,
go with the pathing.
yeah.
Oh,
But
All right, but
okay, the
how are you gonna
roster
say
is
the roster is like the best one if half the Skylanders are just from a different game?
bro because they're
What?
good.
Yeah, but
Wait,
they're
okay,
what?
It doesn't matter if they're
okay, wait.
good if they're all like
First of
just
all,
stolen
it's a
ideas.
third of them actually,
Is
and
Yeah,
it? Oh
then
and
yeah, it's a third.
they're also like none of them are like a lot of them are like have very vastly different
like
movesets from
Wolfgang got
their
completely
yeah.
redesigned. Like everything's
Like
different.
But
Blastron,
his new
Typhon's
his
Wolfgang
dope.
entire
sucks.
thing is no what? Okay,
I don't
first of
horrible.
like
all,
new
bad take.
Wolfgang.
Like Blastron, completely different moveset. Pinata, I mean like no, not really. Golden Queen has I think a pretty different moveset.
Yeah,
Sickle has a
Yeah.
pretty different moveset. Grave Clobber, I mean, what can you do? Like his is entirely
he's
different.
like
Bad
belly
Juju
floss.
didn't even have a sword, like two
Typhon
swords
Crows
last
is
time.
very different.
Different. Tiger on Crow is super. They're almost like they're pretty much like different Skylanders. And, oh, well, they're actually from a different. Like okay,
The thing
like
is, they weren't ever figures in the past for them, so I feel like it was just
yeah,
good fan service to give us those actual figures for like all
yes,
the characters.
answer.
But would
Yeah,
you
that is
rather
true.
have had just like that a new Skylander instead of an old one?
No,
Honestly, probably not.
I think I would prefer.
They're
I actually like
Okay,
how it is
what
right
about
now.
this question? Would you have rather had another Skylander per element or another villain brought back per element?
Another villain.
Another Skylander.
I think another Skylander because
I think that the Skylander because there's
I
not
don't think
a
there's
villain.
enough good villains to
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
back. I think there was a very limited pool, and that's probably why they got a couple of them mixed with different elements. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
so I would have
Well,
preferred.
Chef
I also would have
Pepper Jack,
preferred
I mean,
like what'd you say?
Chef Pepper Jack.
Oh yeah, he'd have
Yeah,
been nice.
Really
I
Not
also
bad.
would have preferred the. I don't get why they did it because they didn't have to. Why wasn't there another Skylander for Dark and Light? Because they made
I don't know,
they made
bro.
two new Skylanders for each element, but they couldn't do that for Dark and Light. Like, why are we doing this to Dark and Light
Dude,
again?
I don't know
Like,
why that dude, every single oh my gosh, dude, they're
yeah, like
kind of
Imaginators, like it had already been established for long enough, and it's like every other element had two new ones, but you couldn't do two new ones for Dark and Light. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on now. Why
yeah.
can't? But
I just think the roster is. I want to say a quick second, just like the roster is so important. Like people think like Skylanders, like when you go into the stores and you see all the figures, like that's what you're seeing. Their roster. I
yeah,
think their roster is like insanely important to
super
any
important.
Skylanders. Like even if like the levels are bad, if it's a good group of Skylanders you're playing with, like you can kind of make up for like everything. To be
Superchargers
honest,
has bad
Even
levels
in
and
Swap Force
bad
and
rosters.
Superchargers.
Swap Force.
I
Okay,
don't think Swap Force
Superchargers.
I think that
actually
was
has a
just
crazy good roster.
Swap
yes.
Forces is
I love
actually
Swap
it's not.
Force's roster.
It's
Swap
I
okay.
would
Force is
say
not that crazy.
it's kind of like in the middle. I think Giants is probably the worst, just because it's
It's because there's
small.
not that many.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
it's
16. I
small.
really
They
don't
should
get
have
why they
gave
did
it
that.
another giant and another core. Like
Yeah, facts.
every other
Even if they
game.
didn't give another giant, because like make the giant special, whatever. At least give like 3 cores per element or something. That would have been kind of cool.
Giants would be the one gimmick landers that are only one per element, but
Yeah.
you know,
That is
Should have
true.
easily. They had a lot of designs for giants.
Giants are just so big. Actually,
They,
Giant Masters are the same size.
Dude, they're all
actually.
like the same size. I don't know why they did that, but like
Swappers are. I think,
swappers are slightly smaller, maybe,
and
but like
in game, actually, swappers are pretty small and pretty.
yeah,
Right?
but
They're
senseis,
kinda-
trimasters, and giants are
Yeah,
like all the figures. Are,
yeah.
like,
Giants
so
lost all
rare.
their aura after
Facts.
after swap after
They're kind of
trap
cooks.
team, kind of right. Yeah. but-
Dude, it's just like the roster is it's so ridiculously important. Like you get the post, like you get the figure. It's just all the figures. They're all pieces of the roster. They're all like pieces of the pie. That like, and the pie is like the roster. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
and then you eat the pie,
And then yeah, facts. So and then if it's good, then the gameplay's good. So like, you know what I'm
and
saying?
you like the pie.
Yeah, that's why I
If you
like
like
Trap
the
Team so
pie,
much.
Yeah,
is.
Trap Team. I think Trap Team has
the
a
second
banger
best
roster.
roster. It has the second best roster, but in my
I
opinion,
think the
SSA is the most overrated. Let's be
definitely
honest.
the most overrated.
I think
Wait, which
the
one?
Trap Masters are the coolest looking gimmick landers
I agree.
by far.
Nah,
Nah.
Bro,
Just not.
nah.
just not.
I think
No,
the
no way
trap
you're gonna
senseis
argue
look
like
cool.
the
Sensei,
black
no,
and gold
no.
Sensei robe is cooler
Oh
than
no,
the
senseis look
Trapanium
way cooler
weapon.
than the trap.
Bro,
No, dude,
what?
That's
dude, senseis look way
crazy.
cooler.
Look
Okay,
at
oh, look, he has
Wildfire
his
next
little
to
crystal.
Ember,
He's
bro.
got
Like
like a little
what?
crystal stick on him. He's so cool. Like no, bro. Like what are we?
Wait, that is crazy, bro. What, bro? Okay, they're both okay. I also think they're just kind of like really similar because they're both based on weapons. But it's like,
Yeah.
okay, put Thunderbolt next to like Wildstorm. That's not even that good of a comparison because like, but like,
Wildstorm's awesome looking, bro. What I'm taking
yeah, I think
Wildstorm over freaking
Thunderbolt.
What are
Thunderbolt,
you
bro.
comparing, bro?
Okay, put Wildfire next to Ember.
Okay,
Put
oh, you're
Crypt
picking like the
King.
worst. You're picking
Okay,
the
put
worst
Crypt King.
sensei, bro.
Okay, I'll
You're
give
picking
I'll
the
give
worst-
like 5 fair ones. Okay, put Crypt King next to Chop Chop. I'm gonna give some of them that are like okay, just Crypt King versus Chop Chop. Who are you taking?
Okay, yeah, Crypt King,
King.
but that's like
Okay,
you're picking
okay.
it like
Wildfire versus Flarewolf.
Flarewolf.
Wildfire versus Flarewolf.
I think Flare Wolf's
Okay.
cannon is super cool.
Now, okay, Snapshot versus Kingpin.
Oh, Kingpin, bro. Kingpin has like the
I have
most
to say
aura.
Kingpin
Really
there.
sensei.
Dude,
Yeah,
seriously,
Kingpin.
bro?
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, Kingpin.
Kingpin's such a like
Gear
Sigma.
shift versus chain reaction.
Chain reaction. Oh,
Chain
chain
reaction.
reaction by
What is
far,
this?
dude. That's a blowout.
Chain
Okay,
reaction's
I'm
one
gonna
of my
give.
favorite
Gear shift
Skylanders.
is
That's
ugly.
crazy.
Gear shift is ugly as hell. Bro.
Okay, now let me do one more. What's a good what well have I not? Okay, wait. What about Wallop versus Tri-Tip?
Wallop.
Wallop.
I
Wallop.
personally, I really like Tri-Tip's design.
I like
I'm going with
Tri-Tip.
Tri-Tip. Yeah,
No, I don't. I think it's
Wallop
pretty
just looks
close.
weird.
But
Okay,
what I like about
maybe it's
dude,
close, but
Trap Team, at least in Trap Team, what I like is I think the Trap Masters feel way more special because there's cores as well, and the cores do a lot for that roster. Like a lot of the cores are really
yeah,
good
the
at Trap
cores
Team.
that do so much, but because they suck in that game. Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, what? Because they're good.
Cores
Okay,
have no
Wait, you
use
say
in
the
Trap
cores
Team.
suck
but
in
they're
Trap
good.
Team?
No, dude. Okay, when's the last time you went into a freaking elemental gate in Trap Team? Like, yeah, it's been a good like 20 years. It's like legitimately
Okay,
using the
first of
argument
all,
like
Trap
But
cores.
for the
Team
boss
20
fights,
years,
there's
but
so much more.
But no one uses no one.
But it's like no. The thing is though, what are you like? If you had to choose a Trapmaster or a core, like you're going to use a Trapmaster over a core. I actually like how they do it in Imagineers because every single one is a sensei. So you don't have like all these like little Skylanders that you're probably never gonna use over like another one. Like I'm sorry, I'm just not using that many cores over a Trapmaster just because they're cooler looking and they're better than them most of the time. You know.
I mean, I
Interesting.
still think most of the core. Like Popa, what do you think? I think like
the cores in Trap Team are the best cores. Like in,
exactly.
You
I
can
think that was
say
the
that,
peak of
but
cores.
also
Well, that's-
the Trapmaster is
other than
clear.
SSA.
The cores.
That's a different question, though.
Yeah, that's a
If
different
it's better
question
than the
though.
cores, but
just saying,
it's
But
not
I
better
think
than
cores are
honestly,
the roster, are they not?
characters.
I
'Cause
don't
I think
like
there's
the
two separate
idea of
The
rosters.
cores are meant to be the weaker part of the roster.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
Trap Masters are
That's
in the
what-
spotlight. The cores
That's
are
why
just
I
like
don't like the idea of the cores of core Skylanders. Like core Skylanders only exist because of SSA. You know, like they don't. Right.
that is crazy. I feel like each roster would be like I don't know. I think it was
That's-
also
yeah.
like because of pricing. Like if you want to buy,
It's
you
like,
can
would
get
you rather
the
play
cores
with
are
the
$10.
Giant or a
But the
core?
Trap
Would you
Masters
play
are.
with the Swap Force or a core? Would you play with the Trapmaster or?
Dude, I
the
don't play
one
the
thing-
core over a giant. Like if I'm being honest.
Okay, that is first of all crazy. The one thing I will give Superchargers is they finally killed off cores, which I think was a good idea because
Yeah, they replaced the cores with vehicles, bro. Like that's a great.
Yeah, well, I would look. I'm just saying it's a good
Well-
idea. It sets a good precedent because
Okay.
would you really? Oh yeah, I want to play with the core over a sensei in a like no, dude. Like you're
Dude,
gonna.
okay, but if Imagineers had cores that still okay, the difference between a core and a sensei in Imagineers versus the difference between a Trap Team core and a Trap Master and Trap Team, there's no like comparison.
I'm still
Sensei's-
picking a Trapmaster.
Senseis do like
over a
300
core
damage a
every
hit,
single
cores
day.
do like 20, and Trap Team
Also,
like
that's the thing I don't get about cores. Is that they are purposely made weaker than the gimmick landers. in the
not
game.
really in
What's
Trap
the
Team. Like a
point?
Trap
No,
Team, a
not
Trap Master
really
might do
at all.
200 and
The
a core might do
Trapmasters are way
150.
better than the cores. in
Like,
the
have you
Like
seen Fist
Echo
Bump
is
in
one of the
action? Like-
strongest Skylanders.
Exactly. Have
in-
you seen Torch in action? like so many
Oh,
good
it's
crafting
It's
courses.
just not
George.
good.
Like
Like, what are we
Blade,
talking
like
about?
really, like there's a lot of really good
Rocky
like
Roll is
cores
one of
and
the best
the
Skylanders in
Rocky
trap
Roll
teams.
is insanely good, bro.
Rocky Roll. We're talking about Rocky Roll in
Like
2024.
I'm taking Rocky
That's
Roll over
crazy.
Wall Up Warhead Rush if I'm
Yeah,
being
that's real.
honest.
I love
Oh,
Rocky
okay.
Roll.
You're picking up the worst Skylander from that game. Come on.
Dude,
There's no
it's
way you don't
okay.
like Rocky Roll.
Wait, did you say Wall Up was the
Rocky Roll.
best one from chat? Wait, dude, I think Rocky
You
Roll.
said
I'm
Head
taking.
Rush. You just said Head Rush. What are we talking
Okay, okay. Don't you think
Said
Wall Up
That's
is
the
the
worst
best
one.
Skylander from Trap Team? Is the most
about?
OP?
He's probably the
He's
most
the most
OP, but he's
OP.
not my
Okay,
favorite
but like
one.
I'm
So who's your
taking
favorite?
Rocky
Who's your
Roll as
favorite?
far as like I
Oh,
think
that's crazy.
yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
taking
god, that's
Rocky Roll
crazy.
any day.
Hold
Dude,
up, bro. Now let's
Rocky
clip this right
Roll's
now because what the hell? Rocky
bro,
Roll. You're
Rocky
taking
Roll's
no,
Dude, that's
insanely good, bro.
crazy. You don't
listen
like
to
him.
yourself. Say that again. I'm taking Rocky Roll. Rocky Roll over Wallop?
Any day, bro. He's like, dude,
He's
he's
so
better at
fun.
literally everything.
Rocky Roll?
Dude, I
Rocky
literally
Roll is
take Rocky Roll over Wall Up
mid.
any day.
Rocky Roll is
He might be more
mid.
fun to play, but I wouldn't say he's
Yeah,
like
maybe more
better
fun
No,
to
dude,
play.
he has
Rocky
range, he
Roll.
has mobility, he actually has like decent, like he can keep enemies away from me, and he
Dude,
has
no,
crowd
bro.
control. Like what? Wallop is
Rocky
freaking like
Roll.
press one button and like
Dudes are
yeah,
playing as
dude.
Rocky Roll in
Like Wallop might have
2024,
more
bro. Like, what are
DPS,
we?
but like everything else, I don't even think is there.
Oh
To
yeah,
be
he might
honest.
just be
Playing
more
against
powerful than him, but
Nightmare,
everything
yeah.
else, he's like,
Dude, but okay,
like,
if there's a oh my, all right, okay, that's
Alright,
yeah, I'm
so
taking Rocky Roll. Like I
I
like
love
Rocky Roll a
Rocky
lot.
Roll. Rocky Roll is one of my favorite Skylanders personally.
He's so good.
He
Like
reminds
Rocky Roll
me
is
of like almost a ranged Wallop.
facts, but like
they're
good. If he was
like each
fun
other.
enough,
What are you talking about? They're nothing
like a
like each
fun
other.
Rocky Roll. Wait, they
I
actually
think the
wait.
cores only look good in Trap Team because they added the minis, which are even weaker.
Oh,
Or
is that
like,
facts?
Well,
The
Is the
minis are
cores
Max
not
aren't good
Max
weaker.
looking?
What?
Cheese.
Minis are just the other Skylanders, but
They're
Minis
just
smaller.
suck,
small.
bro. They're not even Skylanders. Like, come on.
It's crazy. They're just the Skylander.
Yeah, bro. Like,
But I do
people are not
like
using minis in 2024.
the roster. I mean, I'll okay. As far as I don't know, the senseis and like Trap Team and Imaginators are really close for me. I think Swap Force might be like a little bit farther behind, and then Spires Adventure is probably after like Swap Force, and then probably Giants, and then like actually no, Superchargers is better than Giants. I think
Oh yeah.
Superchargers has more
I
like
don't know.
complex
I think
Skylanders, and
Superchargers
I
is
think
better than Swap Force personally.
oh, it just doesn't have okay. It's like the Swappers
just
versus
doesn't have a
Superchargers,
lot
then
of
you have all the Swap Force
characters.
core. Exactly, there's only 18 for like
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
reason.
that is true. But
Actually,
also,
Bowser's
but I
kind of
mean,
cool
like,
though.
it doesn't matter the number. It just matters if they're good.
Yeah, exactly.
But
But it's like if
Swap Force cores look pretty. I don't
okay,
know.
would you rather have okay an entire roster of okay? Would you rather have 29 out of 10 Skylanders or have 40 8 out of 10 Skylanders?
40.
29 out of 10.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having
I'd
40 that are
rather have
like
more options.
yeah,
Yeah, I want
exactly
to
more.
spend all that
Yeah.
money, but you know,
No,
Hey, money's not an
the
issue
money's
on these
crazy.
parts.
But okay, dude, you're gonna have all the scouts either way. Like you're scouting every TV, like you got to. But it's like okay,
no, but
it's
like,
just,
okay,
I would rather have a bigger roster, even if the average Skylander is like a little bit worse. There's so much more variety. It could keep you like invested
how
for
many
longer.
Skylanders are in 32 and then
There's 32 in Swap
Superchargers
Force.
18?
Yeah, Supercharged is 18. Trap Team is 36.
There's only
So
36.
I can spin here. I don't know. I personally, I'm not a big fan of the Superchargers roster, so they're like second to last. But
That's interesting. I think
But they're
Trilogy
probably- I
is
think
not
there's-
one
wrong.
of the
They are
coolest
second to
Skylanders.
last.
they're second to last for me. Is Giants
and
last for
last
everyone?
is
Yeah.
Giants. I
Yeah,
think,
Giants just
There's,
doesn't have enough
like,
going for them. And the
yeah,
There's
gimmicks
levels to
exactly.
this.
kinda
It's
suck.
Giants, then Superchargers, then Spies Adventure, probably, then Swap Force, Trap
Swap
Team.
Force.
That's kind of yeah. I kind of have the
Imaginators.
exact same ranking, but like I think Trap Team and Imaginators is just closer for me. I guess I'd
Nah.
still think the Senseis. I don't know. I don't know. It's really close between Trap Team and Imaginators for me. It's hard to pick. I really can't pick.
You can.
I
The
like Trap
correct
Team. I
answer
think
is
just the more
Imaginators,
options,
but
because you don't have to, you aren't forced to use the gimmick Skylanders.
That
You
is
have more
true.
You
options.
kind of
Dudes,
are.
oh
No,
man,
you're
I don't want
definitely
to.
not.
I can't use a Skylander that's made to be worse. Oh, this sucks, man.
It's
Like,
not
what-
made to be
like,
worse. That's crazy.
The cores are made to be worse. Like
Bro,
by
wait, this is crazy.
definition, they're
I
made
don't
to
feel
be
like
wor-
that's the case at all.
I feel like, yeah, no, that is the case.
Dude, that is actually okay. I think they're made to be a cheaper option. Like
Yeah.
that isn't gonna
Therefore
unlock
worse.
as much.
Like, hey, bro, would you rather use Crypt King or freaking what's a core from or
Funny about.
Funny Bone. Yeah,
Funny
like
Bone's really
Okay,
powerful.
that's a horrible example, bro. Okay, would you
If
rather
we're
use
gonna be
Kaboom
a
or
bad
Torch? Like
example,
what? I'm
I'd rather
thinking
use Kaboom.
Torch.
I'd rather use Kaboom.
I'm
I like
thinking
Kaboom.
Torch.
Dude, no, but you
Anyway.
ate Kaboom, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Okay,
like
okay.
Kaboom
Would you rather
personally.
use Lobstar or actually I don't even have any of the water cores, so I couldn't tell you. Would you rather
Lobstar or
use
Echo
okay?
is
Look
a
at
great
life.
example.
Would you rather use Tough Luck or Food Fight? I'd rather use
Tough Luck
Food
is
Fight.
overrated. Tough Luck is overrated.
I don't like Tough
Dude,
Luck.
I hate Tough Luck, bro. She's so like bad.
I think she's
I don't
one
have
of,
Tough
if
What do you
not
mean
the
by that?
worst.
She's
Trap Master.
horrible in the game.
Like, bro, would you rather use Thunderbolt or freaking Fling Kong? Like, no,
Fling
Fling Kong's
Kong.
flinging
Fling
his
Kong's so
doo-doo
cool.
on the controller.
Wait, I would rather use
Like,
Blaze than Thunderbolt, to be honest. But I don't have
what?
Fling Kong.
Gusto.
Disgusting. Like, Fling
I
Kong,
would, okay,
bro.
Gusto is really. This is what I'm saying. Like half of them, I'm picking the cores. I think the cores are really, for the most
No.
part, like on par with the Chat
No,
Masters.
dude, freaking Fling Kong, Blades, Food Fight,
Blades is
Fist
cool.
Bump.
Oh,
Like, oh,
okay.
Fist
Part of it
Bump.
for me is like the senseis don't even feel that special, and the reason why I say that is because the Trap Masters they feel super powerful and they feel
Yeah,
super
because
awesome
the
to use.
cores are worth it.
Exactly, but that's like the cores have their niche. That's what they're there for, to make the Trap Masters look
Exactly,
better.
dude, they're to be nice. That is what I said. You just said that's not the case, and then now you're saying that is the
Bro,
case.
no. You're just saying the cores are objectively worse. I'm saying they're
No,
there
I'm
to
saying
make
the
the Trap
cores
Masters
are
look better.
made to be worse.
They're
They
not
are
made to be worse. They're made to
They're
make to look the
made
Trap
to
Masters be
not-
They're
better.
made to not look as cool as the other ones, so you buy the bigger, cooler looking
Yeah,
ones.
but they're not
that are
made to be
better than them.
worse. If you still get them, like they're still gonna be just as good, bro.
They're not
There's a
just
I agree with
chorus
that.
sound called Fling Kong, and he rides a freaking carpet.
How do you not
He's
like
a
that? That's
monkey,
like
bro. Like,
Skylanders
That's
to a
cool,
T.
dude. That's a
Dude,
better
Fling
design than like both
Kong's
the air
busy
Trap
playing with
Masters.
his Fling Dong to actually care about being a
What?
Skylander, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Dude, what? Anyways,
Yeah, I
bro.
don't understand
I'm
why you
taking
hate Fling
Gusto.
Kong
I'm
so much.
taking Gusto over Fling Kong every single day of the week, and Thunderbolt too.
Well,
I'm
Dude,
taking
that
every
is
single
I'll
day
give
of
you
the week plus
Air's
another day
Trap
that
Masters
isn't
are
part of
really
the
good.
week.
Like
the air Trap Masters are really good. Okay, what's the
Dude,
element that's
they're
like
all really good. The
more
only
of-
one- okay, like Blastermind. Okay, he's bad. I'll give you that.
yeah,
yeah,
Head
but
Rush,
Enigma is so
okay.
cool.
Enigma is
Magic.
really
Enigma
good.
might have the most aura out of any Skylander.
I think Enigma is one of the coolest designed Skylanders in the entire
Yeah.
series.
He has a
Exactly.
really sick
And his
design.
Dude, the
moveset's
aura is
awesome.
like you can literally see his aura like on the freaking character. bro.
Yeah.
But, oh, yo,
Yeah.
don't you love Cobra Cadaver? It's Cobra Cadaver or Blasterman. Who are you picking?
Okay, you're okay. That's the worst trap.
You got it there.
That's the worst trap master, bro. Come on now. That's like the worst trap master and the best core. Like we're being
Bro,
serious.
okay, dude, but it's
Wait,
like
what's the other magic
I don't.
core? Deja Vu over.
No, yeah,
De-
it's
Deja
Deja
Vu
Vu.
sucks.
Blastermind?
Deja Vu.
I
sucks.
love Deja
Dude,
Vu.
what?
I think
Deja,
Deja
dude,
Vu's goated.
like I don't know,
Bro,
bro. I don't know why you're
Deja
hating on
Vu
the
can
trap
go
team
freaking
for it.
deja poo on a toilet, bro.
I'd
She's
rather
Bro,
play
terrible.
Deja Vu than Blastermind.
But that's
I'm-
it's the worst. You're using like that's like saying, okay, I'd rather use Smolder Dash over Rubble Rouse. Like that's not.
But I think, dude, the cores peaked in trap team. Like
Yeah,
we can all
for
agree on
But they're
yeah.
still not. Yeah, they're still not. Yeah. Also,
The-
why did they give Undead, Earth, and Tech like less Skylanders?
Bro, I don't. They didn't give him a repos. It's like really.
But if
weird.
you
Yeah,
think
because
about
like
it-
Series 4 Cinder would have been there. So what? Like, I don't
Yeah,
know. That's
they
not
have like budget cuts or something.
I'm just looking at the poster right now, and I just remembered that yeah, Undead, Earth, and Tech for whatever reason have one less Skylander. It's weird.
Yeah, if you think about it though, every single element had 2 reposes except for Light and Dark, obviously. But
Two
the
reposes?
minis,
You mean
minis
white
are just straight up
Dude.
reposes,
Oh, that is
Oh.
true.
which
But they
also
don't
I
have
don't
adds
know
what?
why they
Wow.
don't have.
Do they have a wow pow?
Wait, do they? I would
No,
never
I don't
use
know.
them.
Do any
I
of y'all
don't
know
think
why
they
they
do.
don't have as
Wild
many
Power.
Skylanders? The Tech.
I literally think it's
and
like budget
Undead?
cuts or like time restraints or something, bro. Like there's no way they like did that on purpose. That's so
All right, so final opinions on roster. I'm-
Clearly,
yeah.
Giants is at the bottom.
I think
I
we all
think
have
we can
Giants
all
at the
agree on
bottom, right?
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we all have Giants at the bottom.
And then Imaginators for a couple of us at the top, and then Trap Team for a couple other of us.
Yeah, I'm taking
that
Trap Team
proper grammar?
personally as my
I'm
number one.
taking
I would take
Imaginators,
I'll
Trap
take
Team.
Imaginator.
So
Yeah.
we got an even split here. Guess we
Yeah.
gotta like
Facts.
fight now to decide.
What? Yo, for real. But okay, the final. I think roster is one of the most important things, but like the only thing is more
Super
important, I
important.
would say, is
Yeah.
gameplay.
Yep, our
'Cause it's
final
a video
topic.
game.
Is the most important.
Where
part.
Imaginators happens to be the best.
The
part.
Imaginators is definitely peak gameplay, if you
I
ask me.
do not
Yeah.
agree with that at all. I think Imaginators
Wait, at all?
gameplay
Do you
is
think it sucks?
it's good, but I don't think it's top at all.
Okay, where
Like
is
top
it? for you? Is
what?
it like second or
Yeah.
third or like fourth? What games do you think are better?
Okay, I think
Gameplay-wise.
that definitely it's got to be for sure. I think I like Trap Team's gameplay a lot more because there's a lot more like boss fights, right? So it feels
Mhm.
like a more aggressive gameplay feel, which I like a lot more. It feels like the dopamine, you know?
But as far as
Okay.
like
Yeah, Imaginators I think is
bosses,
just more constantly fun though. Like
that's
Imaginators
facts.
is like an easy
Facts on
second for me, but
EGs.
Trap Trap Team has just been a lot more fun for me for the boss rushing, which I've always
Okay.
enjoyed in video
But are
games.
the
So
bosses like that? I mean, that's not like just average gameplay. Like think about the average level of like Trap Team
I
or
mean, the average
Imaginary.
level of trapping does have like 2 or 3 bosses. So I mean,
That is
every
true, but like so
level
many of them are
has
like
like
jokes. It's like 5 seconds. It's like not even
that
like
is
it's
also
barely
true.
yeah. Like like if we're talking about just ignoring the bosses, like level to level, what games do you think Trap Team has better gameplay than?
Uh,
It has better
Future, I
gameplay than
think.
Swap
honestly,
Force. I mean, Swap Force is
I
super
I
boring.
actually really like Swap Force's gameplay, but the like story and the levels are terrible, right? Like,
But
so the
everything else
gameplay
about it is
itself, like the
terrible.
fighting and all that, is great, but just
Mhm.
Yeah.
the the actual game itself is not.
Oh, I guess we could definitely all agree on the worst gameplay. Like, I don't think that's really a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah,
And I know
Supercharger
like
sucks.
people will say that superchargers the racing or the vehicle aren't technically part of the gameplay, but it's like yeah, it is. So
Dude,
It's
it's
like
like the
half
only
the
gimmick
game.
that is like
yeah,
actually part of the gameplay. Like the villains, like you could
well,
argue playing as the
the
villains
villains
ain't
are
even like
kind of part of the gameplay.
playing as the
You don't need
giants.
to
I
play as the
mean,
villains.
yeah, you don't need to play as the villains. You don't need to play as giants. So I mean, swap your
But you need
Skylanders.
to
You don't
fight the
need to.
villains.
That
Yeah.
is true, but like, I mean,
That's
boss fights are in
different than
every game.
playing them.
But the
Yeah,
boss
that's
fights
I
in
true.
other
guess
games are just not as good, right?
maybe.
I
That's
feel
true,
like
but
the
like,
Giants boss fights are fun, but there's not enough of them.
Yeah, it's
The
yeah,
yeah, compared
Swap
to
Force
4,
ones are just
Agree.
kind of cooked in general. There's a few good ones, but a lot of them are
there's
just
like
really
one good
weird.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that's
ones
so
in
wild.
Superchargers are fun
stuck in vehicle
that
sections,
aren't in vehicles.
which there's like when there
There's
is
like 4 of
A
them, right?
couple.
yeah no there's like 6 no
Are there?
7 because no there's 3 in Battle Brawl Island and there's 3 in Monsters Isles and then there's the one at the end of the train.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
So
then
it's
the spell
7,
slams
but they're
are.
all like back to back to back. Yeah, it's 3. There's 3
Oh
Battle
yeah,
Brawl.
dude. The
3
fact that they're
in
all like
train.
so close is kind of crazy. That's
Through
true.
the ruins.
It
If
is
they were more
pretty
spread out,
crazy.
it might be a little better.
Exactly. There's none for like the first like 7 levels or something like that.
Yeah,
yeah.
and also the Count Money boss fight's like so terrible.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh. But that's like,
Yeah,
dude,
I
this is
hate that
barely
fight.
gameplay at this point. But like, I mean, as far as just like playing through a level goes, Imaginators, I think is peak, bro.
Yep, it's so fun to play.
I
So
feel
fun to
like
play.
Imaginators just feels like Trap Team, but just not as fun for me. Because
Seriously, I feel
it
like
feels
Well,
like
Trap
I
Trap
Team,
think
Team,
that
but
your
with less
opinion's wrong.
bosses. Which I
really,
love
like, I
bosses,
mean,
right?
but I think the Imaginators gameplay just feels smoother, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
And
I don't know like how to explain it, but I agree with you. Like I just
because it's in the
I
Vicarious
am more
Visions engine, but it's like it's like Trap Team like stuff on the Vicarious Visions engine, or like it's like Toy
I just
Swap
have
stuff on the
I just
Vicarious
have the
Visions
most
engine.
fun playing it. I just think like it's so fun to
Yeah,
like go with play with a sensei because they have better roster
yeah.
and
Okay.
and just use a sensei and play the level or use an imagine and play to the level. You know, it's just fun to play, bro.
They
Fun to
are
play.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the levels in are the yeah, just the gameplay in Imaginers, I think
It's
is
fun to
really
play with
good.
like other things. So you know,
I think the one thing I'd want to change with gameplay wise is the like bosses themselves are kind of like
they're all Doomlander or Doom.
yeah, they
Yeah,
all just kind of suck. Like
I think there's a
And the
couple that are decent.
guacamole.
We already talked about it, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Did
and the
we?
Monster
There's a couple that
Monster.
are
I
yeah,
think the
decent.
the ninja's fine, the bowslinger, quick shot, yeah, those are good bosses. Some of them are kind of stupid.
but I wish there was
I'm
But
not
like
a big fan of the brawler
different
one.
bosses.
the general yeah, the general theming of them is like really bad, but the gameplay in the bosses, I don't think is pretty fine, if you ask me.
The boss fights are almost repetitive though, is what I get
They're
from the
I mean,
gameplay.
Trap
yeah,
Team, because they're all all kind of look ish the same, kind of,
Yeah.
you know, the
yeah.
same theming, you know, if you will.
But even like
A lot of them have
their
purple skin.
attacks, they just do like the same 3 attacks the entire time.
That's kind of every single villain, but okay.
Is it? I don't
Wait,
like
yeah,
those.
okay, wait, Golden Queen, some of the trap team bigger ones, they go like
All
absolute
the
Yeah,
like
all the
Dude,
Doom
Doctor
Raiders
Crankcase doesn't
or Doom
actually ever
Raiders.
attack you in his fight, besides the part
oh
where
yeah,
he
he has
comes
one
down
attack. Yeah,
and spins at you. He actually never really fights you. He just makes his goons
that's
his
really the only. I mean, think about Wolfgang. Golden Queen has so much stuff that she throws at you,
Yeah.
and then of
Mhm.
course like Chaos has like a billion. Dude, I mean, no, Imaginator's Chaos literally has one attack. I didn't notice that until
Yeah.
someone pointed it out to me. But he literally has
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
attack.
I actually you
Kinda
probably
crazy.
for me because I said that. But yeah, he only has one attack where he does like the and then like
Yo,
he shoots
exactly.
out the shockwaves at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know. It just I think it still goes back to like I think the Vicarious Vision engine feels smoother. It's also hit stop. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but
Is he
I'm
stopping
assuming
Imaginators?
it's in Imaginators, but senseis don't have it. And since I mean I'm a normal person, I really only use senseis when I play Imaginators. So
When
it
else would you
feels
use them?
fine. It's like I'm on the Vicarious Vision engine with
Mhm.
like with all the Toys for Bob like stuff and like all their design Skylanders, and there isn't hit stop. So it's like the combination of all the things that I like, well, like want in a Skylanders game is in
it just
Imaginators.
Mm.
it just
Mm.
sucks that like you can't use like any other Skylander because they just suck in that game, which is
That's
kind of like
true.
why I
I
have it
do hate
a
that.
tier lower
I don't really use
because
other Skylanders though, and the games are not intended for
That's
it being used.
true. That's like, yeah, I don't really like doing that either. Like, if I want to use a trap team, if I want to use the trap team roster, I'm playing trap team. If I want to
Mhm.
use the Giants, I'm playing Giants. Like, I think it's kind of crazy to, like, I think it would make it pointless to even have a game other than Imaginators if Imaginators like was the perfect game for every Skylander. Then it's like
That
you're
is
kind of killing
true.
yourself. So
Because like
it gives the
I
game a
guess
reason to
if
go
every
back
single
to.
if every single Skylanders Vanta doesn't make the senseis special, you know,
Yeah.
like why
yeah,
but like they want to make their characters that you use in the game, you want to use them, you know. So I get
Yeah,
why they make them
exactly.
like
They
that is
want you
cool.
to use they want you to buy the new characters and it also gives you a reason to actually like keep your old game. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it still feels so much worse. But like for Trap Team, they kind of did it a lot better for the balancing because Trap Teams are still much better, but the cores still have some uses.
Yeah,
yeah. And
exactly.
I think in Trap Team in general, like old Skylanders, you can definitely still
Oh,
use
they're
them.
definitely
Like
playable. I feel
yeah,
like
it's
there's no
Imaginators is
difference.
not
Too
playable.
bad Trap Team got rid of battle mode, you know. Can't blame Imagineers for that because Trap Team did it, by the way. So,
Yo, but like it didn't
But
have it either.
but they didn't
Okay.
bring it back.
Yo, back.
but like
Imaginators was the
but
game
you
they
couldn't
should have brought it back, like Great
you
on
could no
Skylanders.
you couldn't you battling with you're an
Yeah,
Imaginator.
that would have
I
been
mean, it is
sick.
kind of cooked though. Like, hey, you want to battle? Yeah, what's your level of your Imaginator? Oh, it's mine's well freaking 102. What's your 220?
Wait, I think there's
like
there's balancing stuff for that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
There's
there's
like
like a
fair
balance
fight mode
mode.
or
why
something.
did I
Yeah.
thought the only whole reason why they got rid of battle mode and Trap Team was because it wasn't balanced. Because like Trap
No, they
Masters
had
were
a
like
balance.
cooked.
They had like a fair
Uh,
fight mode.
yeah, there's a fair fight mode,
Yeah.
but it's like I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
wouldn't use
bro.
that, dude. I'd use
Freaking.
my like level like 700 Imagine and just go crazy.
You want to
But
say Trap Team had
not a
balancing or
trap
like
team. Well, okay, so apparently
it's
Swap
like yeah,
Force
bro.
is
Like what's it called? Wallop. You know, freaking. I don't know.
Walla versus Dunebug. Like that sounds
Yeah.
fair.
No. Exactly. Like bro, like Walla versus Hot Dog, bro. Yeah, fair fight. Okay.
Yeah, you might be kind of cooked. Yeah, I think just as the
Yeah.
games went on, Scouters got like progressively better designed and their movesets felt better. Like the average Skylander, just like comparing the average Skylander from SSA to the average Sensei, in my eyes, it's not even a comparison. The average
Yeah, you can't
Sensei
even
like
compare
takes the
it.
cake
All
every single time.
It doesn't just take the
every
kid;
s-
it also eats it.
The whole thing like shoves down the throat and everything and like comes out the other
Okay,
I
side,
that
if
hate
I'm being
that
honest.
I hate that every single like character with wings, their entire like third move is just them flying. Like it's such a
in
That
convenience
is
SSA.
instead of
so
fly
Yeah,
goofy.
yeah,
fast.
it's literally, and especially because you're like you can't even jump in the. It's
Dude,
it's so
yeah, that
pointless.
is so flight. Yeah, it doesn't even get you over platforms or like anything. That is so dumb. What is the
The only
point
thing
of
it
Totally
can
that?
do
makes
is
the
make you
game.
fly in water zones. Like, can you fly? Can't you fly over water zones if in SSA if you have a?
Only to
Well,
say
that's like a couple
Yeah.
soul gems too in SSA though. Like Stump Smash
Doesn't
is
like
just
Stump
floating.
Yeah,
Smash,
Stone
yeah.
Smash. I think I thought
There's
well,
one more.
Can't
double
water
trouble.
Skylanders just like go in the
Yeah,
water?
water
Yeah.
Skylanders doesn't matter.
yeah.
They can just
Yeah.
they're just super nonchalant with it. They can just like
Wait,
go
so why
in.
is even? I mean, Gilgrant like came in every single starter pack. Like
No,
you
he
kind of just
didn't.
like
Yeah.
But okay.
wait, okay, not in
Yes, he
3DS
didn't.
ones.
But
Okay, yeah,
he
my
came in
fault.
like one starter pack. Wait, what?
Wait,
It's like Gilbert come in every starter pack. What, bro? Like, no, dude.
okay,
You're actually
but
kind of wrong.
dude. Okay, so but what do y'all think about like? Okay, so we've really only talked about Imaginators, Trap Team, and like Superchargers because like Superchargers sucks. What do you think about the gameplay in the first 3 games?
I think
It's okay.
SSA is super fun, but it does get repetitive with the like levels, I guess.
Yeah,
Giants
I
is
think
just
Giants is probably just
Giants is a
better,
lot of fun.
right?
Giants
Giants
is
is
a
just
lot of fun.
better. Yeah, Giants is
Yeah,
better than Spies Adventure. I think actually the gameplay goes down from Giants to Swap Force.
facts.
Yeah.
Dude,
Road
like
issues.
they
Yeah.
added jumping, but it's like,
That
ugh,
is
it's
that is
just so
something.
like everything else
That's
is
something
horrible.
I don't think Swap Force actually gets enough credit for. I will defend Swap Force in that. I think jumping's like I like the
Yeah,
jumping.
they
Yeah, but
needed it from the like.
yeah.
It's just insane to think that they
They
didn't
had
have
it in the
jumping to start.
3DS, so I don't
Yeah,
know why
yeah,
they
that's the
didn't.
craziest
They
part,
had
bro.
it on the 3. But no, I'm just
But
playing.
it's like, why was it on console then? Like, that's not saying that
I
it's on
think
like
Toys for
3DS is
Bob
not like.
specifically didn't want it to be jumping. I don't think they
Yeah.
wanted jumping. I don't know why
Bro.
they didn't, but I've heard that Toys for Bob didn't want jumping. And then when like Vicarious was like, well, we're adding jumping, so frick you. And they're like, okay, I guess we'll add jumping in Trap Team. So, but
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
crazy story, bro. That's probably
no, yeah,
true
no,
then.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't want it to be platformery. Maybe they wanted it to be dungeon crawler. And then when they
Yeah.
added jumping, they're like, well, but.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does really help jumping, but the gameplay wise, Swap Force, it's worse than I don't know if it's worse than Spies Adventure, but I do think it's worse than Giants.
So I
I
think okay, so we all agree Supercharged is the worst, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
just because the gameplay itself gets breaked up so much.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
also feels like it's a platformer instead of a dungeon crawler, I would say, for that game.
And
There's
Superchargers isn't
way too much like
supposed.
parkour and
Oh yeah, and the whole like fall
Oh,
damage is
and yeah, the fall
stupid.
damage.
Dude,
fall
Yeah,
damage just
what
fall
goes
is
damage.
that,
nuts too.
bro?
Oh my god. I actually never talked about that. Like I don't think you ever like really ever talk about that. I hate that so much though.
I
I don't get the
despise
point.
it.
Like it doesn't just don't like jump off. It's like yeah, whatever,
Like
get
it's
good.
the
But it's
only
like
game in the
why
series that
on
does
earth?
it. It's like
Yeah.
another reason.
It shouldn't like
Superchargers should get a
it's
massive
the coolest
L.
part of Skylanders is like exploring, like try to make a jump, try to get some area, and now you're gonna be punished for like trying to explore some new area and like falling off. Is like that's kind of cooked,
Yeah,
if I'm being
like
honest.
falling off. No, still only thing that fell off was Superchargers, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, for real. Let's see. The
Yeah.
whole Skylanders franchise fell off. But okay, so
Yeah.
Supercharged is the worst. Then we would say like SSA, then Swap Force.
Whoa,
I
what?
think
Oh, I
that
thought you meant like.
I like SSA.
Yes,
It's definitely not the
Oh,
best, but I think it's better than
I think
I
Swap
think
Force
it's
is
better.
worse
I
than
like Swap
SSA.
Force's gameplay, like I said, but I don't like the levels or like
We're
the
talking about
Yeah,
gameplay
rest of the
though.
game.
I don't know. I
we're
don't
talking
know.
about gameplay. I think
Yeah,
Swap
we're
Force
talking
is
about
like
gameplay.
is Swap
I
Force.
think Swap Force is a tad bit better than SSA actually.
Yeah.
Whole
Yeah.
game, I think SSA is better.
Yeah.
But just talking about gameplay,
Yeah, it's
SSA
probably
is
just more
better.
polished and
I
stuff.
think yeah, it's a bit more polished than
Combat
SSA.
is okay. So I would.
I mean,
So
it's the third
It's
game in the
with
series. I would hope that it's
yeah.
better than.
So then okay, so it's Spars or no, it's Supercharged in last. Then it's gonna be Spars Adventure, then Swap Force, then
Giants.
Giants,
And
then
then like Trap Team or
Trap Team or Imaginators, depending. Wait, MD, which one do you
Yeah.
like the most?
Yeah.
I like Trap Team like the tiniest bit more.
That's a W, I
Oh,
Like
guess.
it's pretty close for me.
okay,
That's
I mean,
fine.
I for the most part like when I'm
I get it.
playing one, yeah, I can understand. Like Trap Team was my favorite game for a long time.
Like if you said Supercharged was the favorite gameplay, I'd be like, all right, bro, time to
Time
Yeah.
for your
like
spanking,
bro.
time to
but yeah.
time to bend over like
Dude, that's crazy, bro. But okay. Yeah, but okay, so I think Imaginators and Trap Team, like I don't think it's crazy to argue those don't have like peak gameplay for the Skylanders franchise.
No,
Like
definitely.
bro, them
Anything.
Supercharged
Some
haters
people
like,
argue
I'm actually
Giants, but
okay, I could see that, but like
I feel like you'd have to really
you'd have to like
Giants to
yeah,
say
you're
that
just gonna
though.
say like glitch. Yeah,
there's
like
some
there's
merit
no
to
throwing.
Giants, but yeah, I wouldn't say I would not
Yeah,
say that it's
I think
better
Trap
than
Team and Imaginators for sure.
nothing.
Yeah.
No, for sure. For sure.
I agree.
For sure.
And then worst,
Alright.
yeah, we all decided Superchargers.
Facts.
Again,
Alright.
like, dude,
Yeah.
Superchargers
Yeah.
is taking so many L's in this
Superchargers
podcast.
got less, I think, every single topic we had.
No, we put
yeah.
Giants for roster, but like other
Oh,
than
yeah.
that, it's pretty much
Yeah.
So
Like,
now
And then
that
come on,
Supercharged.
yeah.
man.
Like, so
if
Supercharged
you're a
average
if
like
you're a Superchargers fan, bro, like look away. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you.
wait.
Like,
You didn't put like a disclaimer at the beginning of the video, but all
Yeah, it's
Superchargers
gonna be
fans like
Superchargers
come back
fan look away, and
Yeah.
anti-Imaginator people also look away.
John, John
That's
VLC don't
No,
watch this.
imagine people stay, bro. We got the two biggest Smash supporters here. What are we talking
Yeah,
about? Ugh.
yeah. I
Sorry,
think
Alright.
out there.
yeah. So I think now that we've discussed like the three main pillars, what do we think the ultimate like list is for it?
Like
for
the ultimate
Like
list of
for
games.
games themselves.
Imagineers on top, baby.
Imaginators is on top.
I had
Imagineers
Trap
on
Team on
top,
top.
just like me.
Okay, I think Imaginators and Trap Team are probably like on top for
I'd say they're pretty similar. I think I like Trap Team a
yeah.
little bit
I'd say
more.
they're pretty close to the top.
And then after that is probably,
I want to
dude.
say
Honestly,
Giants.
I want to say
Number
it's,
3.
dude. Everything else kind of garbage, bro. I swear, it's like it's gonna be like Giants or Swap Force, bro. I don't
I
know.
like SSA as my number 3 personally.
Okay,
I'm
it
gonna
might
put
actually be
Giants at number
SSA.
I
3.
love
Nah,
SSA.
bro, it's Imaginators, then Trap Team, then Giants, then freaking
Swap
Spies
Force.
Adventure, then
Oh,
Swap
okay.
Force, then Supercharge. But that's just my ranking of the games.
Yeah, facts. I mean,
Honestly,
Supercharger is definitely last. So it's
Supercharge
just
definitely
Yeah.
last.
dude. Honestly, Swap Force, Spars
5.
Adventure, Giants, like they're kind of like interchangeable for me. If I'm being
I think
Yeah,
honest.
bro,
Swap Force is my number
really?
5. My
Is
Giants is number 4. SSA 3. And then
okay.
Imaginators 2. Trap Team 1.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna just do Superchargers in last, then Swap Force, then SSA, then Giants, then I don't know. I'm gonna say Imaginarius for second, then Trap Team
Okay.
first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
That's W.
I think that's
All
pretty
right.
fair.
As long as
W.
Superchargers is last, then
Yes,
that's
sir.
good.
That alone is a W. So like it's chill.
Yeah, no, honestly, if
Again, Superchargers fans look cool.
yeah, if anyone has Superchargers higher than any of the other games, what are you
You're
doing?
cooked.
Like, find some
Superchargers
friends.
fans will not enjoy
You're
this
blinded
podcast.
by nostalgia.
There's not even nostalgia for that game. That game just sucks.
Exactly.
only
It's
memory of
weird. Like
that
the
game-
nostalgia skipped that game for some reason.
Nostalgia skipped that game.
It
My-
did, bro.
My one like memory of Superchargers is getting pressed that I wasn't able to play the game because I didn't know there
Mhm.
was like I got to the first water vehicle section like
Mhm.
and I didn't realize there was a way you could walk to the left. So I was
Oh.
like pressed on my birthday because I couldn't play the game. Or wait,
Was
no,
that
it
in
was
Cloud Versus
Christmas. It was on
Crag?
Christmas. So I like couldn't
It was
play
at
the game.
Cloud.
Was that the first level? Like, like you talking about like how you can like go to the side like that?
Oh.
Yeah,
level or
like into
whatever,
the
right?
pipe. So I thought you just couldn't play
Yeah.
the game if you didn't have a water vehicle. So I just had to wait like a week because it was Christmas time to actually play the
Dude,
game. I was so
That
mad.
is crazy. I would not be taking that me personally.
It was kind of cooked.
Luckily, I had like one of every vehicle at Christmas, so I didn't have to worry about that. But it was still like really annoying just to play the game.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, I had
stupid.
one of each element, but like I never did any of that stuff. Like I don't think anyone's doing
I
any of that
have more
stuff.
fun playing the game for the 3DS, and that's saying something.
Did you
Dude,
play
the
all the
race-
3DS games on release?
I only have one, which is the racing,
Oh,
but that's the one I have the most fun with,
interesting.
more than
Ooh.
Superchargers at least.
Because
I
the
put
3DS
that-
games are kind of cooked, right?
Oh, yeah,
I've
no,
never
they're-
heard anyone
I don't
likes
know.
them.
Mm.
I think the best one was like Trap Team. I've heard. I think.
Wait, wasn't that the one with Moneybone as the villain?
No. That was one with like some sheep dude, like some sheep guy who was like possessed or something, bro. It's kind of weird.
Huh.
Oh yeah. it's
Didn't
kinda
you
weird.
do a video about this as Shivi?
Oh yeah, you did, bro.
What video was that?
Bro, it was
The
about the
3DS
3DS
Yeah, okay.
games,
I feel like we're
what?
just like yapping now, bro.
Yeah, I think honestly here's a
should
good
probably
spot to
wrap it
end it.
Yeah,
So
facts.
thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate you, and we will see everyone next time.
Bye.